Hey, what's up, y'all? New Jack City, out now.
Inside the cool neon. I can't let these hoes be too close to me, shit, cause we I just left my hoe, but she wanted to be Beyonce.
Happy Monday.
Back to the house, I'm feeling like Neon.
I just took a mix and I'm crossed, they hit the free.
How y'all feeling?
If a nigga kicking,
How y'all feeling?
If anybody takes
K-Rud in the building.
Make the captain aim for icebergs with the blue diamonds.
New Jack City dropped everywhere. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple, I believe.
It's on Apple. Please go run it up.
Run that thing up.
Run that shit up. New Black 50.
New pack sticky. New stack icky. Lord help us all. New path tricky.
Lord help us all. This new path is tricky. Happy Monday, y'all. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Good Super Bowl.
I got a car. My name is the Pelt.
Top of the week. We ready to work. New song just dropped. Up in the Clouds 2 coming soon. Part 2. Everybody jumping in here. Good morning. Excuse me, good afternoon. It's 3:45 here. But yeah, when we dropping Up in the Clouds 2? When's it coming out?
We want to get them gassed up, or we really want to tell the truth? It's done, right?
Soon.
It's done, though.
Just soon. It's done.
I need them to want that shit, though. I'm trying to get them that shit.
Well, it's a song for now. Maybe a couple visuals. But yeah, Up in the Clouds 2 coming soon. Tierra Davis, what up? Oh, you said I'm looking kind of buff. You see it? You see it? You see the progress? You see the progress? It's slow and steady. But I'm trying. I'm trying out here. You done got me blushing. But that was New Jack City, produced by Jet Stanley. Jet Stanley, the newest upcoming sound out of LA. He's from LA, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like we said, go run it up. Spotify, Apple. Go tell your mama, go tell your friends that we back. We are back. We haven't had a EP together since last summer. But we have actually both released solo projects since then, so we've been working. I already promoted that. I already promoted that. Are you going in? All right, guys. Well, happy Monday. Hopefully everybody's good. We in here chilling. Y'all see this guy all over my page all the time. It's K-Rud. We got another project coming out soon. If you haven't heard, if you want to just jump on Spotify and check out Up in the Clouds 1, go ahead. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe. Tony Mac, what up? Said Pat got his blunt. I got my drink. Perfect timing. Well, we might as well chill together then. Yes. I do not have my blunt yet, but that will be coming up. But actually, before I roll my blunt, before I get into this debauchery, I did want to say the Super Bowl Sunday was a little bit of mixed feelings because unfortunately one of my great uncles passed that morning. But it's okay. We actually saw him on his birthday, and it was a really amazing, last time that we saw him. And we were all feeling kind of down about it until my dad, who's actually the closest with him, he kind of grew up with him. He said something that was really, really dope. He was just and it was weird coming from my dad of all people, but he was basically just yeah, Uncle Roland died. He was the last of his friends. He always was saying I was the last person left. It's weird to be so old, all your homies did. And you just bet. But my dad was basically just he was yeah, I mean, that's Roland. He died Super Bowl, the Monday, excuse me, let's reset. He died Super Bowl Sunday morning so that he could watch the Super Bowl up there with his friends.
Hard.
And I was oh. And then my mom was there ain't no TVs in heaven. And we were just and my dad was you don't need no TV. You just
Skybox.
He said you just, and I got what he meant. I was oh, that's so random for my dad to have a imagination like that. But yes, thank you guys. It's all good. He was 89. very, very old. But yeah, better. He's in a better place now. I'm getting some static. Are you guys hearing that static? I don't like hearing static when I'm talking about potential ghostly stuff. Weird thing though, my aunt said that the last 2 weeks of his life, he was like saying like, "Did George leave?" And like he was just talking about people who've been dead for like years. Like, is George still here? They're like, what? No. He's like, ooh. Gary? Is Gary here? Like literally like 4 or 5 people.
Homies that have been.
Homies, brother, son, just people that hella people that passed, right? And he just was just like, and my aunt is like hella just like good energy, real strong. She's not even like, she don't even like show sadness right now. She's just like, yeah, you know what I mean? This is what happens, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she just told us like, yeah, she was just like bringing up all these people. Like, is George still here? She's like, no, George's been dead for 10, 20, 30 years, stuff like that. So I think that was pretty creepy.
That should be happening.
You said what?
That should be happening.
They know?
Yeah.
They
like,
visit
right
them?
before they about to go, yeah, like, letting them know it's okay. Like, come on home.
That's a funny visit though, right? Imagine you just see your homie. It's just like, you next. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. But yes, rest in peace to Uncle Roland. Yeah, it's a weird start to 2020. But I'm still excited.
R.I.P. to Kobe.
R.I.P. to Kobe, man.
For me,
I've been talking about Kobe so much.
All the other.
I was just on another podcast. Talking about Kobe. It's just like, man, I can't talk about Kobe. I'm not going to talk about Kobe this podcast. You okay with that? You want to talk about Kobe a little bit?
No, that's it. I just wanted to let it be known.
R.I.P. Kobe. I'm gonna talk about Kobe a little bit because at the end, there's a cool little video I found of his that I'm gonna play for you guys. Just as some words of encouragement from the GOAT himself, Master Apprentice. And what up, Pat the Pony? Much love, bro. Appreciate the Red Bull. What up?
So it's Mondays. How they were doing like marathon Mondays.
Mm-hmm. With Nip.
Is it
Mamba Monday?
Is it Mamba Monday?
Oh no. I mean, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle too. Just because Kobe's more recent doesn't mean he's more important. Mamba can have any day. What days? I don't
just mentality. Fuck it.
What days basketball be coming on every day, huh?
Yeah, I think it should just be the mentality. You feel me? I think we can keep the marathon Mondays. Yeah. I actually had marathon Mondays in middle school and shit. Did y'all have that?
What's that? What is that?
We had to like do laps and shit like every Monday for
literally a marathon.
Yeah, literally marathon Monday. It was like a thing and shit.
Nah, I didn't. I just had PE. PE was so trash. Did you have PE?
Yeah, I did. Did you dress and shit?
Yeah, I had like green shorts, and it's funny because I hated PE. I hated the idea of PE so much that in middle school I chose dance class over PE, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, people make the dudes will make fun of you, but like dance class is where all the girls are. All of them. So it's like
that's funny.
Niggas would make fun of me at first and be like, and then they'll see like the class, and then they'll just be like, "See you in dance class." So you in dance class, huh? But no, in high school I was just like, fuck it, and I just went for PE, and that shit was trash. Like, I got an F because I failed the jump rope test, and she put the F on my progress report. Isn't that whack? PE coaches were mean.
I got an F for not dressing.
You never dressed? You were the nigga who showed up.
Time just in the fitted. You come fly, and I'm about to change.
You don't want to change? Nah, so you just got an F because it's like Kev won't put his shoes on.
These old blue override shorts.
That was that nigga. It was that nigga. Yeah, everybody hated physical education. If I feel like if a nigga was like, yes, PE class, he'd be like, nigga, how do you trust that nigga at all? How was your Super Bowl Sunday, man? Congrats to the Chiefs. Congrats to Patrick. Is it Mahomes or Mahomes? Mahomes. Congrats to my fellow Patrick. I think he's the third black quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl.
Nice. Congratulations.
Were you rooting for them at all, or did you not care?
No, I wasn't. My team wasn't in it. Shout out to any Dallas Cowboy fans out there. We got them next year.
But your shit is never in
every year. I said the same thing every year. We got them next year, but
you should. It's not gonna happen. So at what point do you just attach to another team?
When all the good players get traded to another team.
No, I mean like
when there's no more.
You know they ain't going to the Super Bowl, so at some point
I don't know that.
But like this year, you knew they weren't. So like, at what point do you just like, all right, I'm gonna root for this dude?
At first, I was like, I'm gonna go Niners because it was Cali, right? But then the Bay don't really fuck with LA, bro. You feel me?
The Bay don't?
Nah, they kind of don't fuck with us.
I thought we were cool.
No, we not.
Is anybody from the Bay out there? What's the word on the streets?
What the fuck? I don't know, but I kind of was going for the Chiefs, better team.
You talking about just sports wise or just period? The Bay don't fuck with LA.
The Bay too, though. I mean, you gotta think like nigga Lakers, Warriors now. You know what I'm saying? The rivalry and shit. But the Bay don't fuck with LA. The people, the whole.
Just people, not sports wise.
Yeah, not even sports wise.
Oh man.
I like this.
It's unfortunate. We're not that bad. We are that bad, low key. There's not a lot of like genuinely cool people here. You feel me? Nigga said, "Hey, you got guns in your house?" Why would I say that on camera? Hey, you got games on your phone? Hey, you got guns in your house? How was your Super Bowl? What'd you do? What are the top Super Bowl snacks? Because apparently you didn't have snacks. You just had full on fire food.
The only snacks we had was chips. It had nachos.
But what
fried
food?
Chicken.
What food though?
Fried broccoli.
Okay.
Chicken links. I don't eat chicken though, y'all. Pescatarian. My mom made me salmon.
Oh God.
So that was tight. Potato salad and shit. Nachos. It was crazy. It was like. I wasn't expecting it, bro. Mom's like, come be watching the game on Sunday. I'm like, all right, I'm thinking it's going to be like 5 people. Nigga, it was a whole thing. It had a fucking tent with TVs in it. A tent?
A tent?
Like a gazebo tent. A big ass, like.
With TVs built in, or they just.
No, they had TV with these, like, bungee cords, 2 of them holding it up on some weird shit.
The TV was suspended like fucking Tom Cruise?
In the air, bro.
Damn.
Yup. It was official as fuck. It was tight. But yeah. That shit was cool. Jameson all day. Jameson straight.
Damn, we didn't have any good snacks. Cause death. We just had pizza and chips. I was like, damn. But I got it. I understood. But what do you think? And this is, meat. The fact that you're pescatarian. All those rules aside, what are the top 5 Super Bowl foods to eat? Because I used to go to parties where food was like
trash or what?
No, like when I was a kid, because I never really cared about sports. But there was a teacher in our preschool who was good friends with my parents, and they invited us every year. And they were white, so it wasn't any like crazy stuff. But they always had like crab dip and like just like a whole bunch of food to the point where I went just to eat the food. I didn't even really watch the game. So. What when you watching the big game, not just football, what are the snacks? And no diet. Don't worry about your diet.
Wings and shit.
Wings? Like hot wings or like barbecue wings. Honey type of shit.
You just if you're gonna get wings, you're gonna have all 3. You need a variety. Fucking some kind of dip, spinach dip or something, or some 7-layer dip, some kind of chip and dip.
Catch the wave, appreciate the burrito.
I don't know. You ever go to the parties and people had those big ass like burritos, nigga? They be like 4 feet.
And you cut them?
Yup.
Burritos? Nah, I want a full burrito. That's like those when like Subway does like, we'll cater your party and just bring you like a 35-inch sub and you just cut it. It's like, no, nigga, I want personal sandwiches. I don't know why I don't like that. It's just like you cut it and just give the other piece to another. I don't know. I want a burrito. Who wants imagine having like a middle section and there's no nubs on each one and that's weird. The worst part. You got a burrito sleeve. Wings, okay. Spinach dip. What's the chips? Like Super Bowl chips. Have to have it. Barbecue Lay's?
No. Yeah, I guess so. But I'll be on the
I feel like sour cream and onion.
Sour cream and onion ruffles.
That has to be at the football game. Like I said, fried gator meat. Who are you guys? Nachos. Okay, we said dips. Asada fries. I've never been to a Super Bowl party with fries. Said chicken, pizza, heroes, and maybe chili for sure. East Coast. Hella East Coast. See, y'all niggas is freezing to death. Anything fried. Spicy meatballs. Okay, meatballs are like...
Oh, they have meatballs too.
Low-key meatballs are a great party snack. Egg rolls. All right. Shout out to my Asians. Spicy nacho Doritos, tacos. I've never been to a football game that served tacos either. I don't know why. But what else? Pigs in a blanket. That's low-key white people shit. I've actually never been to a place that had pigs in a blanket. Have you?
I don't think I ever had that, except when I was in elementary.
Pigs in a blanket.
The only time, I feel like.
So, all right, Catch the Wave said, what is the ultimate goal with your career and or channel? To entertain the masses in any format, any new format, any old or format, whatever, music, comedy, movies, TV, whatever, to entertain. It's the short form answer to that. Cheese balls, never had that either. Nigga said potato chips. All right. I would like the potato chips. Jambalaya. Okay.
That ain't no damn snack. Fire.
No, just Super Bowl foods. Like, what kind of shit you trying to eat during the Super Bowl? Because pizza is pretty cool, but I don't know. Like, I'd rather pair a Super Bowl with like a barbecue, you know, like burgers and links and stuff.
Yeah.
You said edibles. You tripping. Big trip. Did you watch the halftime show?
I did.
What you think?
Those hips don't lie.
Never told a lie ever.
Ever. I seen the little meme at the end with her and Shakira and J-Lo, and I had to really look, and it was like, yeah, Shakira was shaking that ass a little bit better than. I think it was because she was on the tippy toes.
Shakira's always, that's her whole thing. Like, since Shakira dropped, and I was just a young boy, just wanting to go to Colombia because of Shakira. Like, Shakira was aside from the her shit was on point. I don't know what the hell that was. Did you see her do that viral? She's just like right into the camera. Like, how do you not know in this day and age that you were about to be a meme?
She knew.
That was for sure a meme waiting to happen. But
J-Lo was kind of weak on the little pole and shit. Like,
you think so? Know? She 50. Can you be weak on the pole doing all that at 50?
I feel like you got to know your age.
No, but she was like, I'm 50 and I can still do this.
Still do this.
Not necessarily like.
I don't think she was even doing that when she was younger though. Like when I never seen her on the pole and shit, bro. Never seen her on the pole. That was like new to me. Like, oh,
how was she discovered? I don't know shade, but how was she discovered? I know there was some star who was taken from the strip club like back in the day, but I don't think it was J-Lo.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
We're celebrating J-Lo, so it don't even matter. But hey, you know what? Shout out to the Latino community. I know white America was swinging, fucking racists and Trump supporters were just like, mother.
Did you catch that commercial?
Which one?
The Trump commercial?
There's a commercial for Trump.
That shit like aired like
right after
fourth commercial, bro.
Like after the Super Bowl, or after the halftime show.
Nigga, during the Super Bowl, like
oh shit.
After the first
it's the Super Bowl. You don't think white people are tuning in?
Like the first time out, that shit was crazy. You just had everybody like, what the fuck?
I just like, first of all, I don't know how such a white community or white organization approved this, but it wasn't even like, oh, it was kind of like had an ethnic vibe. No. They brought out Bad Bunny or whatever his name is, Bad Bunny. They went all the way. I mean,
they had Demi Lovato with gospel singer Yolanda Adams.
Bro, it's crazy. It's great. It's great. And it's like the fact that this happened now is like the best thing the NFL could have done right after the Colin Kaepernick stuff. And it's like, I like to see it, you know, even though J-Lo, I didn't really grow up listening to J-Lo or Shakira. So musically, I wasn't really like in tune with them. It was just good to see. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody trying to see damn Garth Brooks or another country, you know, Sweet Home Alabama. Like it's been like that since the beginning. This was beautiful, man. Shout out to the Latin community. You guys deserve this.
It was tight. Balvin and Bad Bunny.
Huh?
They bought out Balvin and Bad Bunny.
Who was the first one? J Balvin?
Yep.
I'm not familiar, but their hits are hits. Like they're almost like the new version of Daddy Yankee. Remember back in the day when Daddy Yankee, his songs were so big that like even the ones not in English, we knew.
He's still out though, no?
He's still out, but I just remember like when he was like he was on TRL and shit tough.
Gasolina. That's the one I remember.
So it's like, and that's a market. Like Tekashi's he got some crazy deal where he can do this. He just needs 2 albums for 10 million and they can be the same album, but in English and Spanish. So he just translates, gets 10 mil.
What the fuck?
Isn't that crazy? Cardi B's going into that market. Like people are smart. Like we can't deny that, you know, black people have been denied as consumers for the longest. And then once white people got on board, boom, now hip hop is the biggest thing on the planet. So like, who knows, is Latin music next? Because it seems like it's getting to the point where like executives are just like, all right, let's give them a shot. It seems like they're listening to stuff. Yeah, no shit. No shit. So shout out to the Latins and the Latins only. Okay, I know it's Black History Month, but when we talk about the Super Bowl, let them get their shine. Speaking of getting their shine, did you see that Jay-Z and Beyonce did not stand during the national anthem, which is, at this point, it's like the whole kneeling thing, I feel like kind of cooled off. It's time to do something. That was years ago. But Colin Kaepernick posted a video and was just like, okay, I thought he was kind of like, it was kind of sarcastic, like, oh, so we're kneeling now, blah, 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 blah. And it's just interesting that they chose to sit down after the whole Colin Kaepernick versus Jay-Z thing. And on top of that, I feel like not enough people are taking into account nobody in that section was standing up because it was the rich people section. So I just don't think that they were.
I was just thinking that.
Okay.
I thought they were just too good to stand up for it. Nothing behind it.
You don't think it was like a political statement?
Maybe, but now that what you just said, it was the rich people section.
Yeah, everybody behind them. It was like what rich old white people just like
wasn't standing either.
Like, I'm old, I'm rich.
Oh, you good?
Nigga, I'm in the box.
Yeah, they straight. I didn't see that though, but yeah, it's all good.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the incredible performance that was, more Latin than a Trump supporter would ever want to see? And what did you guys think about Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting down? You think it was a political statement? You think it was just, I'm being rich? Do you think they're finally catching up? Because rumor has it that this nigga, not rumor has it, Jay-Z is on the, is he on the board? I think he's on the board of the NFL or the Super Bowl in the entertainment section. Don't quote me on that. But his ties with the NFL allowed Beyonce to add Shakira to the halftime performance. It was originally just J-Lo, and Beyonce was the one who added Shakira. Again, not sure. Saw it in the news. But it's crazy that Beyonce has that type of power. And I also heard that J-Lo was upset about it and did not like that. Which,
I could see both ways. I mean, I think it's cool that she did that for Shakira and didn't even put herself in that shit. You know what I mean? To make it
right.
Like it was about her and shit. It was just like, but I could see why J-Lo kind of hot too. Like, it's supposed to just be my show. I was supposed to have a little 10-minute, 12-minute. Now I got a little 6 because I'm sharing it with.
Was that how long the whole set was? 12 minutes?
I don't remember, but
yeah, that's
sharing your set with somebody. She probably don't fuck with her.
What do you mean?
They probably secretly don't fuck with each other. Because when they said it's gonna be them, I'm like, first thing I thought was like, do they got songs together?
You mean Shakira and J-Lo don't fuck with each other?
Or do they have songs together?
It is very interesting when two stars on that level, like they were two mainstream crossover artists in the Latin community that didn't collab that much. Yeah. And sometimes when you think about it behind the scenes, sometimes sometimes like that diva ego, they'd be feeling like they might take my spot or something like that. And it's just like, man, just collab. Like people can listen to both of you guys. Jesus.
That's the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like they could
on a song together, but
they would have,
really fuck with each other like
together. That. Wonder Twins united. They could have been crazy good. But who knows? Are y'all niggas in a clubhouse? We are. We are in a clubhouse. I built this when I was 16 years old, and this is where we do music. It's where I shoot videos. This is where all the creation happens. But yeah,
I got a question for you, bro. How do you be picking like which one I'm about to read? What comment?
It's hard to say. I have to skim because I do release this audio only also. And I hate when people are just kind of like doing like this for 5 minutes. So I do skim. I try to see if I could either quickly shout somebody out or answer a question. But it's hard to say. I just kind of like skim and answer which ones I
Damn, it's audio too, huh? That's crazy. You're probably in that car. If you're in traffic, drive safe. Keep your eyes on the road. I hope.
Yeah, it's just hands-free entertainment, but it's kind of safer because you're not constantly changing songs. You just listening to our soothing voice in traffic.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Forget the newest rap tracks. You know what I mean? They're just talking about selling drugs and whatnot. We're actually doing them.
Damn, you think kids are listening right now? Like people are picking up their kids from school?
Possibly.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're not talking about anything that's
they don't already know, huh?
Shout out to the youth.
Not talking about nothing
we're not doing H or M or any of the hard stuff, and it's legal here. So Now, speaking of the box, I know we weren't just saying that, but I don't have any transition ideas. There are 2 hot new relationships that are budding overnight. Apparently, Super Bowl Sunday was crazier than I thought. Definitely crazier for celebrities than that were out and about. But apparently, I don't really know which one to start with. Let's just start with the Roddy Ricch because that one's pretty much easy. Roddy Ricch, #1 song, beat out Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, even Eminem. Wow. Three giants. Roddy Ricch appeared on India Love's story. She was at the pool. He was kind of walking around doing his rapper thing, and they were just kind of lounging, which in Hollywood is they're banging. I mean, it's pretty tough out here. You get on camera with anybody, the internet automatically thinks that you guys are smashing, but I'm sure it's 10 times worse if you are a rapper or something like that. So, headlines are already out. They're smacking. He got the box. He got the India Love box, and he just hit a lick in that box. What are your thoughts to that? You jealous? You happy for him? What's the K Rudd review?
I'm happy for you, bro. You got the box. You feel me? We rooting for you. #1 song, #1 little, Instagram chick. People hate on her, but shit, it is what it is.
India Love's very, very, very beautiful. It just makes me think, man, like once you in the room, it's a very small room. They are trading each other around like Pokemon cards.
Talk to a nigga about how it was,
You said what?
You could just have a combo with a nigga. Like,
that's the weirdest part. It's like, how do you have a relationship in Hollywood? And it's like every room you go into, it's like 70% has had an encounter with that person. Meek Mill even said like, yo, he's constantly tweeting about this. He's like, yo, the first thing I'm gonna start asking girls that I talk to is how many of my niggas have you hit? Because I can't be walking into rooms where 5 niggas smash my chick. And it's like Meek Mill is constantly talking about that. So I'm assuming it's happened a lot of times, especially with Trey Songz. He's always saying like, all right, from now on, the first thing I'm going to ask a girl is, have you smashed Trey Songz? Apparently Trey Songz has touched many people in the industry. But yeah, I mean, is that, you're dropping rap tracks, you're getting a little buzz. What is your plans in terms of, when you in the room? Are you just going to kind of keep to yourself? Are you going to join the mosh pit of debauchery?
It just can't be like nothing serious is what it seemed like. You know what I mean? Any relationship you get in. Or it can't be serious if it's somebody who knows, somebody who big. It can't be serious in a way. You know what I mean?
Huge.
It's controlled by Hollywood at that point, bro. Like,
what's controlled by Hollywood?
Your relationship with this person. Like whatever they say is going on, is going on. They could have really just been chilling. It could have been 30 other people at the house. Just because this post, you just assuming like.
But why would India Love go out of the way to post that?
She know what she's doing.
That's right, because she in the headlines now.
She know what she's doing.
That's true. That's true. It isn't always what it seems.
You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you setting yourself up for, like what you dealing with. Like,
well, I mean, even on a social media level, if you do any type of work with anybody of the opposite sex, the comments are just gonna go crazy. Oh, y'all smashing, blah 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 blah.
Think of this crazy. Think if he was by the pool, right, doing the same thing, right? But it was instead of India Love, it was Gunna. It's like all them niggas working together. It's the same. You just going. It just built the same.
And they could have just been chilling too, not even recording nothing together.
Yeah, it's just like
that's a hilarious. I feel like why would you even? That's a funny way of thinking. Why would you even go there? Because it's just like imagine if it was two niggas. But that's true. It's just like, oh, they got an EP together. It's like, damn, you didn't jump to hella. You didn't jump to hella conclusions. Yeah. That's true though. But the idea of Gunna laying out at the pool. Rumors do take off fast, but Gunna laying out at the pool watching Roddy Ricch. It's like, and the caption says a lot too, because she put like a little heart or something like that. I forget what it was.
I didn't see that.
But that has a lot to do with it too. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I mean, it's probably true. I'm not even gonna disrespect either of them. But
and then the Meg Thee Stallion G-Eazy shit. The other
Meg and G. Before we do that, first huge shout out to Ricky Randall. He didn't drop 20 of them things off. That's a whole parking spot. He said, being a creator and a musician as well. You definitely inspire me with everything you create, and you and K Rudd need to make an album together like yesterday. Well, I will do you better than yesterday, sir. We actually already did an album called Up in the Clouds. It dropped last summer. So look it up. It should be attached to both of our it's on your Spotify, right? Mm-hmm. Should be attached to both of our Spotifys. It's called Up in the Clouds, and we are getting ready to drop Up in the Clouds 2. And today we actually released New Jack City. So check that out, Ricky, and anybody else who cares. But appreciate you. But yes, Meg Thee Stallion and G-Eazy. Weird. And it's like, before I even go further, I don't think it's a black and white thing. I don't think the racist and everybody is bubbling up. It's not like a keep them separate. It's not like that type of shit. It's just weird. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just very, very weird. There's two white people and two black people that would have had the same effect on me. G-Eazy, I mean, if you saw the video, she's kind of like doing her whole thing, and it's weird. He seemed like the girl in the video. He's like next to her, like kissing her cheek and stuff like that, and kind of like cuddled up. But then he hit her with the hard post. It was just Meg, so I don't know that in social media terms, I guess that's official. MG, shout out to you. Thanks for the Red Bull. He said, G-Eazy simping as fuck, bitch being passed around. Jesus Christ. Do you think Meg is being passed around like that?
Just by some niggas. Or 3 or 4. She was with Wiz, I seen before, and she was with Trey Songz.
And Tory.
And so, yeah, I guess so.
Here's the thing. I don't want to be sexist and say, like, just because they were hanging out, they were smashing. But in that world, it's like, niggas went to hang out with Wiz Khalifa, and it's like, I get it. She's like, I'm a hot girl. I study. Like, I don't be getting down.
But they could have just worked though. You feel me?
What do you mean?
They could have just made some tracks. And then
could have, absolutely. I leave that open.
Same night.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Where are they? Where are those tracks? My point is, it's unfair to think that or assume that, but truthfully, I think and assume that in this situation specifically.
Yeah, for sure.
Because listen to her songs. It's not like she came on the scene like super like, I'm like conservative and like, you know what I mean?
I ain't fucking.
Her whole song is just like,
fucking.
And it's like hot girl summer. Like she's probably treating, and I'm saying it's like empowering wise. I'm not saying she a hoe. I'm just saying like people saying like she's getting ran through. She might be running through these niggas. Who knows? Who knows? Wiz could have came through, ate the cat, and she could have kicked him out. You don't know. You don't know. She's the leader of an army of women who claim hot girl summer, and they call themselves the hotties. She's the general. So who knows?
Can y'all? Okay, this ain't even for you. Can you be a hottie, or can you be a hottie? Right? Can you be a hottie, but the box ain't talking? Not at all. How you feel about that?
Is that part of the lifestyle? I feel like hottie is like, according to Meg the Stallion Webster, she defines it as just not giving a fuck, having fun, and just doing your own thing, right? So can you be a part of the movement and not have the box? Yeah. But to be fair, if a nigga was doing the whole, I don't know, what's the opposite of hottie for dudes? If he was doing the whole Future, bitches ain't shit, real nigga type of thing, but was just hand delivering whack ass dick to females, I feel like he would be called out. So that might be part of the package. It might be part of the package. Because it's like, a lot of the niggas who claim that they live the whole, like, I'm taking niggas bitches and fucking the shit out of them. A lot of them have women that step forward and say, yeah, he's telling the truth. You always, you sometimes it hits the timeline and it's just like all the females are just like, what the fuck? Oh, this nigga Trey Songz is crazy in bed, blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, oh, like we can't really even go further than that. It's just like, oh, well, he talks about it quite a lot. So, so I don't know. I don't think a female can have the trash box and still be, hot girl summer life. It's kind of it's like a dry girl summer, really. It's like a dry box summer. What do you think?
I was gonna disagree, but now you got me. I'm right there with you, like for sure. I guess you still can be. You know what I mean? Like it's you still living that life. You just not delivering. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, but she might be fine though. Like, do you deal with that? It's like having a fine girl with bad breath.
I don't deal with that. Fine girls with bad breath?
I don't deal with that.
Nah, breath is important. Terrible. Breath is important. I will try my best to be nice and offer gum and all that stuff, but bad breath takes away a point with every exhale. Every time I sniff and hear the breath, every time you do that and I get a whiff, you drop. So you really only got, if you were perfect, if you were a perfect 10, you only got 10 breaths. So I don't you would excuse bad breath?
No, I'm not fucking with it. But if it's like the difference between I feel like I done smelled, have you smelled bad breath and it's just like, oh, it just smell like what you ate, or it's just like, oh, it just smell like you ate something that died. Like,
so it's literally like the difference between like, oh, you just had something that made your breath smell bad, or is this like your baseline breath?
Like
is this just how you?
We ain't even ate yet.
This is just how your breath smells.
We ain't ate yet. You telling me that?
All right. Well, here's the thing. All right. Here's a question. You're dating a girl, or for you guys, boy or girl. So you're dating a chick, perfect look wise, just fine as hell, right? But what would be worse for you, bad breath or musty? You got to think about this.
No, I'm saying it's like one or the other.
That's what thinking about this is.
Do I have to think about it? Yeah. What you mean? It's
right there for me. I can't.
You can't do bad breath, but you can't do somebody who musty.
Musty is way worse to me.
Musty is worse than bad breath.
Bad breath all day.
So
If she musty,
you can't do nothing about. Go ahead.
If she musty, think about being musty. All right. Usually when you musty, it's like, I just worked out. I just did this. This is why I'm musty. Right.
Right.
If you just consistently musty, then it's just like your hygiene is fucked up, which is a mental thing. And I'm all about patterns. So how people do one thing is how they do everything. If you consistently musty, you're probably gross in other areas also. You know what I mean? If you can't even take care of how you smell, it has to spill over into other things. Primarily your vagina. Imagine
imagine.
No. If a girl walks past and I can smell her armpits or just she's musty, what, you think she's just gonna have a peachy clean cucumber melon scented vagina that's just in tip-top shape? Gordon Ramsay would eat a plate of broccoli off of it.
I feel what you're saying. No, but listen though. When you thinking of must, you only thinking about under the armpits.
Nah, musty.
No, musty is like what? Musty, I'm thinking armpits, and I'm thinking bad breath, nigga, the breath.
Musty is just overall bad BO.
That's odor. Having an odor.
That's musty.
No, musty is your armpits.
Musty ain't specific. I feel like you could have musty hair. You could have musty feet. You could have musty drawers. You could have clothes you could leave some clothes that are somewhere and they can be musty. You could leave a room smelling musty. So I don't necessarily think that that's like when people say like, oh, these so-and-sos are musty or these socks are musty. I don't think that's like, oh, it has his armpit scent on it. It's like, no, he stank. And that stank transferred to either a piece of clothing or my nose.
To me, stank and musty, two different things.
Well, how?
Nigga, because you stank, that mean, nigga, your ass and your hair, everything else you didn't identify. Okay. Musty, nigga, is just your armpits.
Just armpits?
To me.
So you can't have musty feet?
Nigga, your feet stank.
So you can't have...
Your ass stank. Nigga, you stank. Your hair stank.
I don't think
so.
But
nigga, you musty like, oh, nigga, you need a shower or some deodorant. Because look, if you musty, right? That's why I said, nigga, I can't do the bad breath. Nigga, if you musty, you could just get in the shower and put deodorant on. You ain't gonna be musty no more. You feel me?
Yeah, but you could say that about breath. You could chew gum and stuff like that.
Nigga, once that gum, nigga, the flavor gone, what happened after that?
Well, same with musty people. I think that, like I said before, with musty, you do something that makes you musty, and then you're like, oh, this is why I'm musty. You shower and you're good. But people who are consistently musty develop just mustiness. I worked with a nigga. Everybody knew him as musty. Like he never showered, didn't have deodorant. So like when you talked to him, you smelled it, and it was so bad that if he left, you still smelled it.
And it's like deodorant on nowhere else but where?
Your armpits.
Why? And if you don't put that there, what happens?
Because it's a spot that is constantly when your hands are down, it's skin on skin, which develops moisture, and they have to keep that down.
And it got hair.
And it got hair, exactly. So there is deodorant for your balls and stuff like that too. But for the most part, like niggas have musty balls at the end of the day. They don't usually use deodorant on their balls. Exactly. Like that's like a new thing, like with Manscaped and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's like niggas have musty balls and they have to wash. That's why you have to wash at the end, because it's like, I don't think that musty is specific to armpits. You're just relating them to armpits because armpits can stink, and musty is just a body stink. So I cannot do musty, because bad breath is like, you could just go out and eat something that can make you have bad breath. If you have a disease like a tongue disease and you just have consistently bad breath, that's different, and that sucks.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
Tongue disease?
Oh my God, there was a fine ass girl that we knew back in the day that had like just consistently bad breath, and it was just like, you just gotta take that L. You're just like, nah, I can't talk to her. Literally.
Oh my God.
But yeah, but bad breath is bad, but mustiness, it's a lot of other things. Spiral Skies Paradise, appreciate it. He said, when are you gonna scribble new graffiti on your walls? My last name was on there once. Who are you? There's no way you were on there. Did you just see somebody who had your last name? But appreciate the design. MG, appreciate it also. He said, those are the niggas we know. Oh damn, I'm way far behind. Sorry, somebody just left a comment that made me start all the way over. Oh, well, shit. I'm way far behind. Sorry about that, MG, but shout out to MG as usual. I didn't know that's that far behind. LaShawn Johnson, he said, why it gotta be she being passed around? She fucking, that's it. Hey, no. We said that was an option too. We said that it could be she's the general of the hot girl army. So, yeah, we that's possible. That's possible. She could be just, I mean, at the end of the day, she's kind of young, so she probably grew up listening to a lot of these dudes. So shit, let her do her thing. She's single. She's single as a Pringle, so let the bitch mingle. You feel me? Okay, a lot of people are saying, okay, musty, a lot of musty.
What musty what?
Over a bad breath.
Oh.
But some people are saying breath. Musty's worse. If she musty, run. Thank you. Give her some mouthwash. All right, for sure. Karen JC said, y'all ever had your nigga come home and a little musty and you be like, eyes. So obviously that wasn't for us, but when your girl is like, let's say you had a girl, like if she musty, like how do you be telling her? Like, do you just have sex with somebody who musty, or do you like,
hey, let's get in the shower?
That's the smartest. Yeah, let's. Okay.
Hey, let's get in the shower.
Okay.
You got bad breath, people like, hey, let's eat some gum.
You just offer like, I'm gonna have some gum. You want some? Okay, he knows. He knows the secrets to life. It's got to be a group thing. What if she's just like, no, I'm good. Let's fuck.
No, I'm good.
You would say, no, I'm good.
It'd be like a thing. It'd be like, but why? She not.
Why'd you want to shower?
But she not gonna say no, I'm good. Or you be like, well, let's fuck in the shower. And I start pulling out soap.
You're just like, I just want you in the shower. How about that? You just bring a hose out.
I just want you in the shower.
Like let's take a shower, but you first, and then you never end up getting in. You know what'd be fun if you took a shower.
You know what'd be fun.
Okay, so Leisure Princess said that stank and musty are varying degrees of the same thing. That's a good answer too. So basically, like musty is like, okay, they're a little musty, but stank is just like fam. Like stank is like, you know, them homeless niggas or people that just like be walking by and they just smell like pee and they'd be far away, but you still smell them.
Be there.
It's like stank. A ghost. Yeah.
That's stank.
That's stank.
And musty is like when you up close, like
musty's just like,
like what?
Like, did he put on deodorant? It's like a question about it. Musty is like with a question mark.
You said it's what? You asked what?
What?
If he musty, you asked what? Did he put deodorant?
Did he put deodorant on?
Nigga, armpits.
No, I get it. That's because that's the only product. Like, what other product? You know, if they smell a little, it's not like, did he take a shower? But it's like, what other thing do you do daily that regulates your smell?
Other than your armpits.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like the first thing you would think of. But I think you can have...
Wash your ass is all we saying.
At the end of the day,
Wash your ass.
But I do think you can have musty feet.
And your feet. Like, don't just get in the shower and not wash your feet. Nasty.
You wash your legs and feet, right?
Yeah, nigga. And even if you, like, on some lazy shit, at least, like, nigga wring out your towel on the feet or something, nigga. Nasty motherfucker.
It did go viral. A lot of people do not wash their legs. They just think it run down and clean on the way down.
Like, don't scrub them?
No, like it was like a thing. Like somebody asked the question, and then somebody said, "Why the fuck would you wash your feet?" Because the soap goes down to it. And then a whole bunch of people co-signed them, and then a whole bunch of people co-signed them, and then there was a whole bunch of third-party people like myself that were like, "Holy shit, people are weirder than we think. We have to ask more questions when we meet people." Because can you imagine like meeting somebody, hanging out with them, and then just finding some shit like that out? It's just like, you psychopath. You think that soap on the way down is just grabbing dirt? It's just like, I got you, fam. I'm on my way down anyways. Like, okay, said BO and Musty are different. All right, a couple people agree with you. Said musty is armpits. You can have I didn't even think about that. Musty titties. Somebody said that we don't ever have those problems, but yes, I've actually been up close and personal with some musty titties. Must has to do with the accumulation of sweat. That's just all it is. Like girls with no titties don't have to worry about no musty titties. Musty titties musty is just all about sweat. If your hair get all sweaty in the club, you can have musty hair. So chicks do be having musty titties, and we can't even speak on that. So
it don't even have no hair right there, though.
It's sweat, I said. So accumulation of it's all about folds and in the accumulation of sweat. That's where stuff gets stinky, musty. You feel me? Said not Pat, musty is specifically pits. Okay, so this is an actual debate. Okay, so I just really want to know. Let's break it down. Is musty specific to stinky armpits, or can you have musty anything? I personally think that you can have musty feet, you can have musty balls or musty vagina, musty titties, musty neck, you can have musty hair. Anywhere that sweat accumulates, you can get musty. But Kev's saying that musty is very specific to the armpits. So if people are musty, it is, centralized in their arms. So what y'all think? What is musty? Sydney White, thank you. He said, I don't know. I feel like talking about it first and seeing why. I don't know. I feel like talk about it first and see why. I don't know if what we were talking about when he said that, but I appreciate that. Eazy Marley said, make membership available for YouTube. I'll sign up ASAP. Custom emotes, perks, and a dope badge in chat. I don't know what that is, but I will look into it. Yes, I will. Yeah, I will do that. Thank you. Okay. That is true. Hit that like button. Y'all in here acting like you don't like it. There are hundreds of you guys. If you are just joining us, I'm with my friend Kev, aka K-Rud, and we dropped New Jack City, a new single off of Up in the Clouds 2, streaming on all platforms. Check it out. New Jack City, new Black Bentley, new Black Bentley. You said what? Okay. We can do a little break after the musty debate.
We've been on the musty shit for a minute. That is up for debate though. Like musty.
I don't know now.
Or you think musty is armpits?
I genuinely don't know now. I want to make this. I'm probably gonna release this question to ask you guys, because now I'm not sure. MG, another 2. MG, you really out here. I appreciate you. Musty could be a one-time thing. Stank is consistent. It's another way of thinking about it. So stank, if a nigga stank, that means he been stanking. But musty is just like, all right, Pat, you just played whatever backgammon. You're a little musty. I don't know. Maybe you can get rid of stank. You could be stank for one time, all right? You ever worked out and be like, yeah, I stank.
I think I stank.
I stank.
But stank just mean like, I'm sweaty, nigga. I'm about to get in the shower and then problem fixed. Musty be like, nigga, you really came out here, nigga, and didn't shower or put no deodorant on. You feel me?
I personally agree with the girl who said it's varying degrees of the same thing. I think it's all about how they smell, but musty's here and stank is up here. Like musty is like fam, but stank is like yo. And that brings me to the next person, Tony Mack, who said, I first of all appreciate the smoothie. Said, I worked with a girl that smelled like 3 asses that didn't wipe well. She made my stomach hurt. That, first of all, is really unfortunate. But my main thing is, if you work with somebody who stinks or is musty consistently, and I'm assuming it says she made my stomach hurt. I'm assuming they sat close together. Are you snitching? Like, what do you do if it's like, you already said that, with your girl, you're more, strategic. You say, let's shower or let's eat some gum. But if it's somebody you work with, are you going to politely tell them to work on their hygiene, or are you going to complain? How do you deal with a stank coworker?
They ask no.
You said what?
You gotta let them know.
Let them know how.
You don't let them know, and you don't let everybody else know. You gonna get that confirmation like, hey, you smell this? You smell that motherfucker? And he'll be like, nigga, yeah, nigga, I know, right? And then it's gonna be like, oh damn, that nigga stank. Who gonna tell her?
Okay.
Out of you and whoever else you working with, right?
So you're just saying you gotta rip the.
You gotta let everybody else know first. And it gotta be like a thing.
You gotta tell you gonna tell everybody else? I thought the whole point of telling him was so that he wouldn't be embarrassed. You doing that for him?
No, or you doing it for you.
Oh, ultimately, absolutely.
You just kind of gotta be like,
but why?
Because you don't really know why you want to just go tell a nigga. Why you want to be that person? He might feel some kind of way about you. Then it's just you and him. But if you got somebody else with you, it's like you. Yes,
I disagree. Like, if I stank and I didn't know, I would want you to be like, "Yo, you kind of stink." So either go home or like go in the bathroom and do something.
This nigga said either go home,
figure something out, because it's like that's an embarrassing thing, because it's either you're just not good at hygiene, which I doubt, but it could be, maybe you're in a situation where you on your own, you just down on your luck, you know what I mean? Because then it's just like, damn, like I've been living in my car or whatever for the last 3 weeks. I know I stink, and now it's like, fuck. Now the niggas in my job are like telling me, so it's like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? It could be like that. Now it's like the nigga that I said I worked with, I don't think that was the case. There are some niggas that just genuinely don't keep up with their hygiene. So I think you have to really, really assess the situation, but your way was just wrong. I don't think, if you're just like, yo, I know it's super embarrassing, but I was talking about it with literally everybody else in the office. and we just think you need to like take more baths. You're either going to be like, damn, I am bad at hygiene. Maybe I should get, I should do that. Or you're going to be like, damn, I'm homeless, or I'm down on my luck. I know I smell, so now I'm embarrassed. But both of those situations, more than likely, the person isn't going to be mature enough to say one of those things, and they're more than likely going to lash out based off of being embarrassed or being defensive. So I don't know. That's a good question. I don't. At the end of the day, you do have to tell them.
It's like how
you don't want to. You don't want to be the dude who just complains, and then you get called because you don't like confrontation, and then it's like all of a sudden the boss is talking to them in the office and they're like, people have been saying you smell, and then that's way worse, because then that's just like, okay, this already, at least when it's like man to man or man to woman, whatever the stinky person is, at least if it's like that, it's just like, yo, I'm just letting you know, blah 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 blah. So then if they are in the office, it's like, okay, you had a chance to do it, but then they also know it's you. At that point, so you're not telling.
You get it like a nigga in high school and shit who I can remember somebody like tell the teacher raise their hand, but let's think over here.
Oh,
and it just be like one nigga sitting right there, and it's like everybody look, and then it's just like, damn, but that's happened for sure. And it's just like, oh, for sure. I know that shit happened. That shit happened to me.
Damn, and it was you stinking?
They be like, no, with me, nigga. I'm saying, we sitting there, somebody like, let's think over here. Everybody kind of knew. You went and tapped in with a couple people, though, for confirmation is what I'm saying. So I feel like you always get confirmation. But that ain't the way to go about it. Be like, hey, let's think over here. Like, cubicle 8. It smell around cubicle 8.
As adults, that's so bad. To the boss, hey, it's stink over here. So that means everybody looking, then everybody start making their own assumptions.
Oh my god!
The person who stink probably knows, so they start, body language.
Oh my god!
That's hilarious. Jesus Christ!
You get her go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but you never know what people are dealing with, because there was a nigga, bro. There was a nigga in my high school. I don't want to be. This ain't the story to laugh at. Hang on, let me get it out. All right. I'm sorry. This ain't funny. Before I start the story, this ain't funny. This is
funny as shit.
This is residual laugh from the last thing. Shout out to Maya and Bro Z. Appreciate it. So there was a nigga in my high school who wore the same jersey a lot, like several times a week. And it's like if you're gonna wear the same thing over and over, it should be like subtle, right? But it was like a Miami Dolphins, like half orange, half green. You know those ones? You remember those ones that were hot in high school? It was like half orange, half green. And I don't know if it was Ricky Williams. I don't know anybody else on the Dolphins. But it was like, one of those situations where like he wore it a lot, and you probably had that thought, but then like it was said out loud to you, and it was like, man, that nigga wears that jersey a lot, and then it was like, oh damn, like that's a real thing, and then it becomes a thing in the school, and then like, God damn, it sucks because that's pretty much how bullying works. But there was just a big group of people, and some female was just like, "Hey, why you wear that jersey so much?"
Bro, that's happened at every high school, bro. That's why it's so funny.
And we never saw it again. But it's like,
never saw that.
That nigga burned it. That nigga either liked it so much that he just wanted to wear it a lot, because I had Michael Vick jerseys like that, and I wore Falcon stuff way too much, like matched down to the T, and it was like I liked it so much, it was just like, oh, let me bring it back. But it was like, as an adult thinking back to that, it was like he wore it so much, it was probably out of necessity, which sucks. You know what I mean? That's a whole different spin on it. But to us, it was just like everybody was trying to keep up with the Joneses. Everybody was trying to be fresh.
Yeah.
And somebody was just like caught slipping. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunate.
It's the ones that last like to adulthood. Like, nigga, it was a girl who wore these True Religion jeans, right, in high school.
Okay.
Wore them so much, she got the nickname TR.
True Religion?
Just TR though. Wore the jeans so much, you was TR. You got the nickname, so I get it with the jersey.
That sucks. Like, did she take it? So she was like, I'm TR, or
didn't
was that
know
like
why?
Huh?
Didn't know why.
Oh, didn't know what it meant?
I feel like now adults still don't know why.
No. But did she know what TR meant?
No,
she didn't.
That's just your nickname.
Oh, but
it was like the joke, like, oh, she don't know.
But was she like, what up, I'm TR? Or was it just something that was called to her?
Just called to her.
Oh, okay.
Like
damn.
TR. And it's just like, whatever the fuck it was, bro. That's terrible. But yeah, my the jersey is so bright. It got the number on it. Nigga, it don't change. It's just like, you can't get away with a jersey, bro. Couple t-shirts, white
and
tees.
It's two colors. That's a very memorable outfit. I feel like if I wore this shirt a lot, people wouldn't notice as quickly as if I wore like, you know, a bright highlighter shirt on, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, nigga said that.
So what he wear after that? What he wear after that?
I don't know. That was like his joke. I don't really remember what happened with him after that. A nigga said that there were you can have musty fingers. Has that ever happened with you?
Man, hell, how?
Huh?
How?
You ain't never smelled your finger and be like,
I mean, you put your finger in something that was
right.
So
which makes them musty.
You ain't musty for that. Like some coochie or a booty or something.
So
it's gonna smell like that. That's the only time my
But if you step in
don't
shit,
smell like nothing.
But if you step in shit, your feet smell like shit. It ain't like, man, the shit smell like shit. Like, I didn't do that. Like, no, it matters. It touched. So,
but you ain't never about to smell your foot and be like, let me smell my foot and see if it smell like shit. You know you stepped in shit. Just like if you play with some coochie, you know it's gonna smell like some shit.
Okay, but each version leaves that appendage musty. Right?
No, it
smell like whatever.
It stank. It smell like.
So then, what does musty smell like? So musty don't have a specific smell.
Musty is just your armpits, but you said musty feet. I would feel like, nigga, your feet stink.
I don't know.
I'm still back there.
I feel like anything could be musty. I feel like any part of you can have musty hair, musty neck, musty fingers, musty hands, musty armpits, musty kneecaps, musty dick, musty vagina, musty ass, musty foot.
Your foot stank, your booty stank, your dick stank, your coochie stank, your hair stank, your eyebrow stank, nigga. Your armpits is musty.
Eyebrows?
Your armpits is musty.
Have you met somebody with stinky eyebrows?
Over exaggerated.
Oh,
nigga. Everything stank except your
armpits. Such honesty.
Your armpits don't stink. They be musty.
Your armpits can't stank?
Your armpits can't stink. They just musty.
I feel like
no, the armpits can't.
So wait, when old girl said that musty and stank are basically varying levels of the same thing. Musty's down here. If it's really smelly, then it's stank. You don't agree with that? You think it's just two different parts of the body part? I
disagreed with you, and I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Stank is stank and musty is your armpits.
So, and you're also saying that musty can't smell like anything specific. So if somebody tracked shit in this room, it would smell like shit.
I got you.
It can't be musty.
Only smelly armpits smell a certain way. Musty.
So basically, if there was if Hazel took a shit in here and it smelled like shit, that's not musty at all. Musty is specific to armpits.
That shit stank.
It's a good argument. That's low key a good argument. I don't know. I actually don't know if I have anything else to offer that argument. Said your body makes musty. Okay, I will say that musty is specific to bodies. I will agree with that. But I think it's more about sweat than armpits. I think that it's about whatever part of your body sweats a lot and then gets musty. I don't think it's specific to armpits. MG, appreciate you yet again. Dang, you were basically my sponsor. On another note, did you hear about the reporter that quit her job live on air after winning the lottery? Finds out payout is only $5,000. Sheesh.
No, I did not.
You should never make emotional decisions. Let's just leave it at that. Don't ever make emotional decisions. You should be happy, enjoy the moment, and then figure out if it's worth quitting your job and then quit your job. It's strategy. Never make decisions off of emotion. That girl is a dumbass. That $5,000 is going to be burned like this. Jesus Christ. And also, what the fuck lottery only pays out $5,000?
If other people get it, the same numbers.
Is that a thing? I thought it was like one winner.
Mm-mm. You get the same. Then you gotta split it. And then taxes.
I ain't even noticed that. Okay, it seems like a lot of people are agreeing with the musty armpits thing.
Yeah, it's weird, but that should just smell like a certain smell.
Do you think Meg the Stallion is musty? Because it's a lot. That's a lot of woman. So that's a lot of sweat. She says the only reason I say that is because she says she likes sleeping hot. She sleeps in like 80 degrees. So all that woman, I'm wondering if Meg the Stallion be a little musty sometimes.
I don't know. We gotta ask Eazy. That's the only person. Or him and
I
guess not Eazy. Moneybag Yo.
Moneybag Yo would probably know.
Somebody who would know.
Somebody said Meg the Musty. Someone said she's gassy. That would suck. That would ruin the whole big ass. Big asses that fart a lot kind of ruins the whole sex appeal of a big ass.
With little asses that fart.
Well, yeah. I mean, any asses that fart a lot loses sex appeal, but a big ass that you've been just lusting after that just be tooting. That is an instant turn off. Shout out to the big booty girls with gas. They just be twerking, farting. All right. Well, we have talked about mustiness for a very long time. I want to leave you guys on a positive note. Oh wow, more fight videos on my timeline. I'm gonna leave you guys with an inspirational video from Sir Mamba himself, Kobe Bryant. This is about demanding excellence from yourself and others. I think I'm going to do this between Nipsey and Kobe. I feel like you're right. There's Mamba Mondays, Marathon Mondays, could be Mamba Wednesdays, whatever. MG out here still donating. Appreciate it. He said, actually, Moneyback Yo called her musty. Oh, wow. Did she?
Did he?
I said, I called it. I called it. And I'm not even saying that, if Meg Thee Stallion tried, I'm not even saying I wouldn't. But she could be musty. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna try to give you guys some more. This isn't a speech. This was on a radio show or podcast. This is Kobe Bryant talking about excellence and demanding it from yourself and others.
So problems with are the people that don't demand excellence for themselves. I won't tolerate that. So that when the career is said and done, they're not going to be looking at you, a player on his team, and saying, you didn't win a championship. No, they're going to be looking here, right? So it's my responsibility to make sure everybody's holding themselves accountable. I'm holding you accountable. If we just played a back-to-back and we have practice the next day, your ass better be there, tape ready to go, right? Because I'm there and I'm ready. And I just got finished lifting weights for 2 hours, right? So I hold guys to a higher standard, and I don't sugarcoat stuff. Never have, never will, right? That tends to rub some people the wrong way. Now, teams that we won championships on, me and all of those guys, still close to this day. Extremely close, right? Lamar and I still close.
Fisher.
Shannon Brown, D. Fish, all my guys.
Shaq.
All Shaq, right? Even Shaq. Issues or problems with are the people that...
And that is Kobe Bryant talking about demanding excellence from himself, his teammates, and pretty much everybody. He says that he holds himself to the highest standard possible and expects that from you. So if it's early, you better be there on time and ready to go, because he's been there for 2 hours already working while you were asleep. So rest in peace, the Mamba. I want to thank my guest, K. Rudd. Anything you want to say, man?
Man, Kobe really gone, y'all. And I'll just be sitting there thinking that shit. I don't know.
Kobe's really gone.
The day it be going smooth, nigga, then it be like, nigga, what? Same shit with Nip. So you just got to use it as fuel, y'all. Tomorrow is not promised. Whatever your dreams, aspirations are, your goals, just go do it today. We dropped the track today, New Jack City.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go get that, and we dropped it today. Album coming soon, Up in the Clouds too. Thanks for having me, dog.
Yeah, that's good. Very good sign off, man. Make sure you guys tell everybody in your life that's important to you, that you love them. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to Roland Houston, my uncle. Just reach out to anybody who means anything to you, and just tell them how you feel, and make sure that becomes a part of your life, so that you're not only doing that when tragedy strikes. Quick shout outs to Rob W. I did not hear about the woman who forced a man to go down on her at gunpoint. Apparently the dude fainted from the musk. I will look that up. Please send that to me. Spiral Skies Paradise said, appreciate the Red Bull, said Google murdras for hand gang signs to throw up. Okay, you caught the last one. And also shout out to my Patreons. I love you guys. You guys pretty much keep me going. And it's always appreciated. I just decided that I was going to do all of my black web videos for Patreon only. A lot of you guys are sending me videos that are amazing and disgusting and horrifying and rant friendly, but they will put me back in YouTube jail. So I'm going to save that for my Patreons and my Patreons only. So appreciate you.
He
guys.
gave y'all a dope ass shout out in the new track too, by the way. New Jack City. He for sure did. The Peons, yes.
That's
I'll go
different.
check that out.
That's different. Peons aren't Patreons.
Never mind.
I did not. I'm sorry. I did not do that.
That's not what
But I shout you guys out all the time. But appreciate you guys, and love y'all as always. And have a good week. Remember, Damn Internet, You Scary this Thursday. All right, guys, take it easy.
Sure.